When moving and handling a person using a lifter and sling, it is important to remember that the sling is half the lift. Choosing the right sling for the right person is vital to ensure a safe transfer and minimize the risk of serious harm. In this video, we will consider sling models and how to choose the most appropriate one. Look at sling and lifter compatibility, consider how to choose the correct sling size, and review sling pre-use safety checks. Choosing your sling model is dependent on the task at hand and the physical characteristics of the user. A general purpose sling, as the name suggests, is good for general transfers. For example, from chair to chair or from bed to chair. It may also be used for floor lifts. If the user has poor head control, a sling with head support should be considered. A hygiene sling is good for toileting and dressing or undressing the user. However, as it has less material than the general purpose sling, it therefore has less support. So the user must have appropriate trunk control to use this sling safely. A standing sling is used in conjunction with a standing lifter. Remember, to safely use a standing sling, the user must be able to weight bear, they must have appropriate upper body strength, and they must be able to follow instructions. Notice how the user leans back into the sling as they stand. This helps to prevent the sling riding up under the arms, causing discomfort. There are also slings available for those with increased needs. For example, the Aspire hammock sling is an ideal sling to use for those who require increased postural support. It is also suitable for the amputee user. It is very important that the sling is compatible with the lifter it is being used with. A loop sling must be used with a loop lifter, and a clip sling must be used with a clip lifter. This is not interchangeable. To do so puts the user at risk of serious injury. Selecting the right size sling is important to ensure user comfort and safety. First, check that the safe working load is suitable for the user. This is the maximum weight that the sling can take. On Aspire slings, this is noted on the labelling, and the colour-coded edging also gives an indication of the safe working load. Specific markers can give you an indication whether a sling is the appropriate size or not. To fit a general purpose sling and ensure correct sizing, when the user is in a lying position, bring the top of the sling to the top of their head. Then, check that the bottom of the sling is in line with their tailbone or coccyx. If these points line up, this is a good indication that the sling is the appropriate size for the user. If the sling doesn't have head support, go from the top of the shoulders to the coccyx. A standing sling should comfortably but securely fit around the user's lower rib cage. Before you use your sling, remember to check that the sling is safe for use. If there is any damage to the fabric, loops or clips, it should not be used. If you cannot read the labelling, it should not be used. If there are any doubts about the safety of the sling, do not use it. If a lift cannot be done safely, it should not be done at all. By choosing the right sling for the right person, you can ensure maximum safety in lifting and manual handling.